Welcome friends to Season 5 of The Lord of the Rings Online. This is a 100% playthrough of the game, and that means that I'm going to be doing every single quest and every single deed here in the North Downs for Season 5. As a reminder, you can go to my website at renaissancegaming.net/lotro.html and scroll down to the completionist checklist for each region of the game. There you can see all of the quests and all of the deeds, along with which ones I have done, which ones I'm still missing, and all of those items are populated from the LOTRO wiki. That's how I keep track of all the quests and deeds for a season. If you remember from the season finale of the last season in the Lonelands, I promised you guys some exciting announcements coming to this series, and I would like to share those with you now. I have 4 announcements. Number 1, from now on, this series is going to be recorded in 60 frames per second. Thank you to my new capture card for that. So, should be even smoother than before. Number 2, I'm going to be digging in very deep into Lord of the Rings lore to kind of enrich this playthrough a little bit. So I'm reading all of the Lord of the Rings books. That includes The Hobbits, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Silmarillion, all the appendices. Everything I can read to kind of get some lore and share some of that with you guys. And a perfect example about how I will incorporate that into the playthrough can be seen right here in my new outfit that I got for my Hobbit. This is a cosmetic outfit, and towards the beginning of the Hobbit book, it mentions that Hobbits really like to dress in bright colors, especially green and yellow, so I went ahead and gave my Hobbit some pretty interesting clothes here with the green and the yellow. So just little details like that I hope will enrich the playthrough experience. So the third announcement is that up until now, I've just been kind of playing through the game, getting through the content, but starting this season, I think I'm really going to start gripping down on getting a hold of my warden and really improving and becoming the best warden that I can be. So I'm going to pay very close attention to my gambits, to my stats, to everything, so that I can be the best warden possible. And then finally, the fourth announcement is that I'm going to be making a giant push for this series. This is probably the project that I am most passionate about up on my channel, and I really want to get through the game. I've been getting pretty paranoid lately. I don't know how much longer this game is going to last, and it would just devastate me if I'm not able to get through all the content. So I'm going to be playing my heart out over here, and I'm going to be recording a ton of videos. I'm going to be making a big push is basically what I'm saying. So no need to worry, there's going to be plenty of Lord of the Rings Online videos coming your way. Now with that, I am going to be changing the upload schedule for the series. Previously, I was uploading 1 video every other day. I'm going to change that to 3 videos per week. So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I will upload a Lord of the Rings Online video. And you can look forward to that schedule until pretty much I'm done with the game. So you're guaranteed 3 videos for every season. So I think that is plenty of talking. So let's go ahead and finally get started with the season here in the North Downs. This is the first town here, Trestlebridge. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start talking to everybody who has a quest ring above their head and go from there. I definitely do have to activate the stables though, because that's going to be very important. And here is the first quest. Now, here towards the beginning of the North Downs, I'm going to be pretty over-leveled, because once you finish Bree, you have the option of going to either the Lonelands or here to the North Downs, and they start out in the same general level, but as I progress through the North Downs, my level will kind of catch up to the content, so let's go ahead and start going through this.
Would you do something for me?
I have half a mind to lock up every last guard in this sorry excuse for a town, after they let this catastrophe take place. Look at our town. People burned out of their homes, ash falling like snow. Aggie Digweed was the only one who kept her mind during this attack. If not for her, we would all be dead. Nobody even remembers what happened. Just Aggie, running to and fro trying to rouse everyone. I'll see that Talbot Hinton hanged for letting this happen. Mark my word. Okay, so I need to go find Aggie Digweed.
What can I do for you?
Hello, are you here to help? So many have gone missing or have wandered out to seek help, and fears still have returned. Every night it seems that the orcs grow more aggressive and threaten us more. Trestlebridge could use a hero. So this is Destination North Downs. It's a quest that I already had previously.
What can I do for you?
Breetown sent you? It's good to know that our messengers arrived safe and sound. And now that you're here, well, it's good to have another sword arm for the cause. Again, this is another quest I already had to come here to the North Downs. If you remember a little bit of the story, apparently a bunch of orcs invaded the North Downs and everything is kind of in ruins, as you can see. So there's Aggie Digweed.
Dear.
Captain Trotter is very preoccupied with punishing those who slept through the attack, but I am much more concerned about what may happen if we let our guard down again. I have not slept in 2 days, but I will not abandon my post here. Would you be willing to help me?
Please, stay a moment.
I dare not abandon my guard post to investigate the carnage, but would you like to help? You could search the town and figure out how this could have happened. The explosion was deafening. Why did no one wake? What caused the mayhem? I have never heard a thing like it in all my life. Alright, so looks like some other quests opened up here. Look at this poor guy in the stocks.
Stay a moment.
Someone to hear me out at last. Yes, I was on guard duty the night of the blast, but I did not fall asleep. Well, I did, but I cannot remember anything about it. It is almost like I was drugged. I only remember waking up to Aggie shaking me, fires roaring all around us. We all slept through the thunderous blast. How do you explain that? But Captain Trotter will hear none of it. Alright, and then let me kind of clear the town here one more time, make sure I'm not missing any quests before I venture out and start doing stuff. And what is this right here? Black powder. So, I guess this is part of the quest where I'm kind of searching the town for anything. Found an exploded barrel amongst the rubble covered in a fine black powder. And I'm kind of going to spam my delete key here. Again, if you press delete in this game, it kind of highlights the nearest object you can interact with. And that may help me find some evidence here in town. Okay, so there's his house. I don't really want to go in there. Not really finding anything else here. But you know what? Let's look at the map. And that may kind of help me out. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so I guess some stuff is going to be here. But there's something right here as well. Maybe up here in this rubble. Okay, there's this. More black powder. And again, it's got some fine black powder on it. Look at the map one more time. And looks like there is another up towards this way. And we got some right here. Okay. So let me bring all this evidence to Captain Trotter. I don't know why the music stopped playing. Usually this town has pretty good music.
How can I be of service?
What's this then? Incendiary powder of some sort? How strange. Who could do such a thing?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Flaming powder. I like this not at all. I want to know how it came here, but more than that, I want to ensure that it never comes here again. Speak to Aggie at the span and see if she knows anything of this black fire stuff. I have never seen anything like it. I'm actually go in his house and see if there's anything in here. Okay, just a house, no quests or anything. But at least my music reset out here so you guys can enjoy some of that. And again, Lord of the Rings Online has some great soundtrack. They did an excellent job with it.
Stay a moment.
You there, I need your help. Our poor town is under threat of another attack from those foul orcs. All of us are doing our part to help Trestlebridge survive, and I'm charged with getting supplies to maintain the barricades. The problem is that the outlying farmers were supposed to be bringing some of the supplies we need, only their farms were overrun by orcs. They barely escaped the orcs scattered their goods. I would send for supplies from the south, but orcs blocked that route as well. We need those stolen supplies. The 3 things we need are a barrel of nails they were carrying, a crate of hammers, and a crate of saws. The orcs should have them at their camps to the northeast.
What do you need?
Captain J.R.R. is right to be afraid of this black fire. It must be the orcs that have been cropping up near here as of late, to the northeast near the pass of Nan Wethrin. Surely they have wrought some fell magic and are using it to bring down our town and choke off the Greenway. We cannot let them, Kippen. They failed to destroy us once, so we must assume that they would try again. You cannot let them. Okay, so looks like I got a ton of quests out here on the outskirts of town. And here's the Trestle Span, which is a very cool bridge here in the North Downs. I do have some other quests here, including the Epic, which should be starting around here. And what else do I got? I think that's it. This as well, my Warden quest is going to have some Warden up here somewhere that I'm going to need to speak to. So first of all, let's find Blackfire at the encampments. And these orcs are all pretty low level for now. Although this Crabine has a quest ring, so that's kind of interesting. So let's take a look. The Tarkip orcs, a number of Tarkip orcs have established encampments along the roads near Trestle Bridge and the Greenway, posing a dire threat to the peoples of Western North Downs. So I'll accept that. And then Wandering Cruel Beaks, a number of Cruel Crabine have settled in alongside the Tarkip orcs, waiting to feast upon the corpses of men when the orcs have had their say. Those merciless birds should be driven off, for they fill you with an unpleasant sense of foreboding. Okay. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and round up some fellas here. And then we'll go ahead and do some AoE attacks. Although, a lot of these units are ranged, so I'm probably not going to be able to kill them all at once here. Okay, so let me pick up some of this junk here. Got a cauldron. And a barrel of nails here. Let me kill this guy. Alright, so let's see. We need to go up to the second camp, which is going to be up that way. So at some point in this season, I might equip my Stone of the Tortoise. That way I'm not gaining even more experience. Since I already am over leveled. Alright, let's round up all these bad boys. Okay, perfect. And then let me take some more supplies here. So I'm not sure what I would do with this torch here. What do I do with this torch? Is it for a quest? I don't know. But there is a quest ring here. Well, I guess there we go. So that's to destroy the black fire at the encampments. Just gotta keep killing some of these because I do need 10. Okay, and there we go. It's a bunch of them. And let me see where I'm headed to next. Let me come up here to this camp. Let me round up some of these guys. Then let me return to the archer. That way I can AoE all these guys down in one fell swoop. Nice. Let me kill this guy as well. And let's take a look at this. You have cleared the Tarkrip encampments threatening Trestle Bridge. The people of the North Downs are safer for a time. Okay. So that's that. Grab some more supplies here. Then let me destroy the gunpowder. Nice. And finally, the third encampment. I guess that's the one that I passed up earlier. I just never destroyed the fire in it. Now, some of you may be wondering what this is. This is called Recognition. It gives you a bunch of bonuses if you're a VIP. For example, 100% experience gain on monster kills, crafting, quest completions, pretty much everything. Plus 25% mark acquisition. They'll turn this on randomly for a couple of days at a time, just to kind of thank people for being VIP and supporting the game. And there we go, destroyed all of those. So I'm ready to go back to town and turn in some quests. You may notice, as far as cosmetics, I also put on this backpack with a bunch of maps in it. First of all, I like the way it looks, but also in The Hobbit, it says that Bilbo is a very big fan of maps, as are some other hobbits, so I thought that was a nice little touch as well.
Oh dear.
So much, was it all destined for us, or perhaps they were planning it to bring it along to Bree once we were all dead? Evil surrounds us, Kippen. This is a very bad time, mark my words. I've never seen orcs dare come so close, or interfere with our lives, rather than scare travelers on the road. I've never seen such great numbers of them, either. You'll be wanting to tell Captain Trotter all about this.
What can I do for you?
Oh, wonderful, you found the supplies, thank you. There's something else, though, that I would have you do, if you would.
Would you do something for me?
You see, the other thing needed for the barricades is wood. In the past, we would fell trees in Nan Wethrin, and as we would need lumber, but now the orcs lurk there. We were desperate for lumber that my husband Matty and my brother Noel Talbot risked leaving Trestlebridge and went north along the Greenway proper in search of trees to fell. It has been too long since I've heard from them, and I'm worried that something terrible has happened. Would you search north along the Greenway for them? I can't bear to think that something bad might have happened to them.
What can I do for you?
You found something to prove that we were drugged? That is wonderful, Kippen. You must show the captain at once, so that he can set me free.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Please show the sleeping draft to Captain Trotter, and he will know that I was not remiss in my duties. We have been sabotaged.
What do you need?
Captain Trotter listens to your explanation and takes a deep sniff from the potion flask. The orcs brewed this, did they? This is not good for us. It appears they have taken to using sabotage when their raids have been dashed against our defenses at the Trestle Span. I suppose Talbot may be freed from his bonds, but the guards must be on the alert for any suspicious travelers from this point on. It is a sad day for Trestlebridge.
Greetings.
So the orcs were behind it all, eh? But how did they come in if nobody saw them? Hopefully, you have ensured that they won't be back for mischief anytime soon, which will give us time to rebuild, but there are still mysteries to be solved. How did they sneak this stuff in? Right, so let me free this poor guy from the stocks here. Nice. You have freed an innocent guard from unjust imprisonment. I cannot thank you enough for your help, good Kippen. I do not know if you have ever been thrown in the stocks, but I can tell you, it is not a comfortable experience. I do think Captain Trotter was ready to hang me for what happened. You have likely saved my life, my friend.
How can I be of service?
Well then, I'm glad that the debacle is over with. Perhaps now we can focus on more pressing issues.
Would you do something for me?
I wonder, Kippen, did you even find the brewer of the foul potion while you explored the orc encampments? You tell Captain Trotter that you had no such luck. Ah, that is dire news indeed, for it means that the enemy's influence stretches further than I ever thought. I have a troubling notion that Nan Wethrin has fallen to orcs. The pass of Nan Wethrin is a dangerous place in the best of times. If you wish to help Trustlebridge once and for all, you must wipe out the orc presence from Nan Wethrin. So it's a dangerous area, and it will be wise to take a fellowship with me. Hell no, dude. I can handle that on my own. I got it.
Will you help me?
The question remains as to how the suspicious powder got into town at all. We have many travelers here being on the Greenway, and I did hear rumors of an ugly, mean-looking man that came through last night. I didn't see him myself, but he made a few folk uneasy. He was already gone when I went to look for him. Folks say he looked more than a little orcish. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Okay, so there are plenty of things to do, but I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. So I hope you guys are really excited about the season and all the changes that I'm going to be bringing to Lord of the Rings Online. I know I'm very excited, and I just love this game so much. So be sure to join the fellowship by hitting the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you next time.